Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Asan Rose. I'm an entertainer, filmmaker, just like you guys, and I'm here to bring you guys tips and tricks to up your game. Today, we're going to be talking about how to upgrade your one-bedroom apartment or your small space into a legit professional YouTube studio. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is lighting and some of the gear that I ended up getting and why I got it. Okay, I ended up going with the Godox SL60W. It is a LED light. It's kind of like a Fresnel style body, so it's really nice and it produces a really powerful light. It also comes with this remote control, which makes everything a ton easier. So I can obviously turn this light off or on with the flick of a switch. I can also adjust brightness, so I can go up or down anywhere from 10 to 100%. So that is pretty phenomenal and a very good deal at under 200 bucks. It's actually comparable to the Aputure 120D in terms of style and brightness. I've seen a lot of reviews on it. I actually plan on doing one myself. Another thing I ended up getting was a new light stand. I have a 55-inch softbox as well as a 32-inch newer softbox, and what I found is that the softboxes were a bit heavy, so it ended up weighing down my old light stand. So I ended up needing to get two new light stands, so you'll end up being able to have a front light as well as a back light if you want. I decided to not do one for this particular video just because I wanted to show you guys what you can make with just one light in your apartment. The third thing I actually got was sandbags. Because the light stands are a little bit heavy, I wanted to make sure that if I decided to bring it out or bring it anywhere else, that I had the weight and to make sure that they stay stable and it's safe. The fourth thing that I got was a new microphone. I ended up going with the Movo Mini microphone just simply because of its size, and I actually found it on Amazon for $29 used. So it's a pretty good deal. It comes with the stretchy cord, which makes everything a little bit easier in life too, compared to my Takstar microphone, which is still phenomenal and a great deal for those who haven't had yet to try it. Last but not least, one of the biggest things I think that actually makes a big deal, two more things. One, I actually got a Savage charcoal colored backdrop, so I can actually end up doing interview style stuff with just a head and face, which is kind of cool, or headshots, and kind of make my own YouTube studio setup or portrait setup, if you will. And the next thing that I got is a modifier, because this 32-inch softbox is phenomenal. I ended up going with a newer 32-inch softbox. The reason why is because the 55 is a bit big in a small space like this, and if you have a light that big, you're just gonna end up having to put it away, bring it back out, put it away, bring it back out. But with the 32, I can actually end up keeping it out, and it really doesn't get in the way as much. It actually almost, in my opinion, kind of adds to the look of the space. It adds this filmmaker vibe. Like when people come into my house, I want them to think, oh, this is where the magic happens. This is where the YouTube videos are made. This is where the pictures are taken. And I want people to just get that vibe and a professional feel when they step into my apartment. So I actually have a table that's extremely movable. It has wheels on it, as well as an ottoman that has storage in it, so I can keep everything in there kind of packed away for whenever I do want to use it. But what I do is I end up keeping this light out, plugged in and ready to go whenever I have an idea pop up, and then I can kind of film it whenever I want. I actually took the microphone off of the stand as well, so it's actually off of my camera and down here to make the audio a little bit easier, and I think just overall feel a little bit better in comparison. But yeah, that's, so in a nutshell, that's really all you need. If you have one solid light and some string lights in the background, which I highly recommend. We got those from the dollar store for $1. I mean, I highly recommend getting string lights. It really can just add to the vibe of your video, depending on whatever you're talking about. So, you know, if you're talking about, you know, fashion photography, then maybe this is a good lighting setup for you. Put some B-roll in, throw a little bit of this and that in, and it's it. It's a talking head segment. It's super solid. But what I'm also going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how to not just use this one spot for YouTube, but also use other spots. So right now I'm going to actually switch over to a different way I can organize my own space to give you guys different looks. All right, you guys, so I got the second setup and second setup. So it's actually the Savage Seamless backdrop right here. I also have my B camera, my A camera, again, my Godox SL60 softbox light right here as well. And you can see it's a pretty simple setup. Again, I have my soft side lighting, and it makes it very easy for me to intercut in between the different ones. Just so you know, I do have the habit of looking at the monitor instead of looking at the lens. Still something I'm working on. But again, I just wanted to show you guys some very, very simple, easy ways to turn your regular old apartment into a YouTube studio. This is no different than what you would see some of the biggest YouTubers in the planet doing. Having a super solid backdrop that's really easy to set up, and also having a really solid soft light. Again, soft light means that this fall off right here is really easy. It means your skin tones look really nice, and I think I look pretty solid with this softbox and grid setup. And the grid is good because it kind of helps you with the spillover of light going all over everywhere. So for example, if you don't have the grid, you can feather it a bit more. If you do have the grid, feathering becomes less a possibility. So it's actually really, really nice. So again, I just want to show you guys kind of different super simple ways to set up your home and to making it a YouTube studio to where you could sit, talk, give information, tips and tricks just like this. I just want to say thank you guys so much for following me, sticking through to the end of this video. And I want to say, if you guys want any of the items that I actually talked about in this video, there will be links in the description below. Also, all the cameras and equipment that I film with, my tripods, my gimbal, whatever I use for this video, I will put it in the description below. So again, guys, thank you so much. If you like this video, go ahead and hit me a like. If you also want to subscribe to get more content, please hit me a subscribe. So thank you guys so much. Again, my name is Asan Rose, and remember guys, keep on shooting. Just kidding.